CIET NCERT presents the audiobook Khel Yog, textbook of physical education and well-being for class 3.
Page number 46. Chapter 5. Local and Traditional Games. Introduction. We all play many games with our neighborhood friends. Every region in our country has some games that are specific to that region. In this chapter, we will learn to play and enjoy some games that are played across the country. While playing these games and enjoying together, we will learn to treat each other with kindness and become better human beings. The illustration on this page depicts a group of children playing Gulab Togor. Two teams have been formed, Team A and Team B, and a leader has been selected from each team. The game continues. Page number 47. OG 1. 7 stones. The 7 stones game is known by many names in our country. For example, it is called Satolia, Pittu, Lagori, or Nargoloi. It may have a different name in your region. You need 7 flat stones and a sponge ball to play this game. The illustration on this page depicts 2 pictures. The first picture, a group of children throwing a sponge ball on the assembled pittus. In the second picture, the group of children is arranging the stones. Page number 48. How to play? Split the players into 2 teams. One team is the throwers and the other team is the defenders. Place the stones on top of each other to form a small tower, each stone smaller than the one below it. One player from the throwers team tries to knock down the stack of stones with a ball from a fixed distance. If the thrower's ball misses the stones, the defender team tries to catch the ball on bounce and the player is out. Another player gets a chance to hit the stones. If the player knocks down the pile of stones, the fun begins. The defender team picks up the ball and tries to hit the players of the throwing team. Players from the throwing team dodge the ball and try to place the stones back in the tower. If any player from the throwing team gets hit by the ball, the whole team is out. If the throwing team succeeds in putting all stones back, they shout Satolia or Lagori and get 1 point. The team then switches roles. Note for the teacher. Purpose: developing concentration, agility, accuracy, cooperation, and patience. Variations: decrease or increase the number of stones in the tower to change the difficulty level. Circle time: discuss what you can do to avoid physical injury while playing. Page number 49. Gulab Togor. Gulab means rose flower and Togor means white flower. This game can be used for learning different vegetables, fruits, and places. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children divided into 2 teams playing Gulab Togor. Page number 50. How to play? Form 2 teams, Team A and Team B, and select a leader for each team. Draw a line in the center of the play area. The teams stand at equal distance from the line facing each other. The leaders secretly assign names to their players based on fruits or vegetables. The leader of Team A then blindfolds one team member and calls the assigned name of a player from Team B. For example, please come mango or please come brinjal. The invited player from Team B approaches and taps gently on the back of the blindfolded player from Team A. The blindfolded player guesses the real name of the player who tapped on the back. 1 point is given for every correct guess. The leader of Team B now does the same. Note for the teacher. Purpose: fostering anticipation, team building, emotional understanding, memorization, and empathy. Variations: allow the players to touch the other player at multiple parts of upper body to help identify him or her. Circle time: discuss the nutritional benefits of fruits and vegetables. Page number 51. OG 3. Pakadam Pakdai. How to play. This is a very commonly played game in all parts of India. It may be known by a different name in your region. How to play? Select one player to be the denner, that is, den. The other players are the runners. Define the boundaries of the playing area so everyone knows till where they can run. The den stands in the middle of the playing area, while the runners spread out within the boundaries. The den chases the runners and tries to touch them. Any runner touched by the den immediately becomes the next den, and the game continues. On this page, a group of children playing Pakdam Pakdai has been depicted. Note for the teacher. Purpose: developing agility, speed, quick reaction time, determination and endurance. Variations: instead of running, you can hop or jump. Decrease or increase the area to change the difficulty level. Circle time: discuss what you can do to avoid physical injury while playing. Page number 52. OG 4. Chain. Sankali. This is a simple game which can be played in various patterns. How to play? Select one player to be the den. The other players are the runners. Define the boundaries of the playing area so everyone knows till where they can run. The den chases the runners and tries to touch one of them. When any runner is touched, that player joins hands with the denner to form a chain. The den and the newly joined players form a chain and chase the runners together. Gradually, new members are added and the chain increases in length. The game continues till all runners become a part of the chain. The last runner remaining is the winner. The illustration on this page depicts a group of children playing chain or sankali. 5 of them have made a chain, and rest everybody is running in the playground trying to save themselves. Note for the teacher. Purpose: developing agility, strength, determination, coordination and unity. Variations: decrease or increase the size of the playing area to reduce or enhance the difficulty level. Circle time: call out one good quality of your team member or a member of the other team. Page number 53. OG 5. Aankh Micholi. This is a very popular game in India and played with various names in different states like Bengal, Assam, Odisha and Tripura. Aankh means an eye and Micholi means closed. What is the name of this game in your region? How to play? Define the boundaries of the playing area so everyone knows where they can run and hide. Select one player to be the denner. One player whose eyes are covered with a cloth is made to stand in the center of the play area. Other players spread out in the play area and keep singing, Aao khele aankh mein choli. The denner tries to chase the other players and touch them based on the direction from which the sound is coming. The denner has to identify the player who is touched. If it is correct, the player becomes the new denner and the game continues. On this page, an illustration of a group of children playing Aankh mein choli has been depicted. Note for the teacher. Purpose: enriching keen sense of hearing, anticipation, collaboration, and patience. Variations: have 2 dinners instead of 1 and play. Circle time: discuss how you feel when you all play together and how you feel when your friends are missing. Page number 54. OG 6. Bitta Kood. Bitta means open stretched palm and kood means jumping. This game is played either with a hand or using a cloth or a wooden stick as given in the picture below. How to play? form teams of 2 players each. One pair is selected as the den. This pair sits on the ground holding a stick or a cloth as shown in the picture below. All the players have to jump over this stick. If both the players from any team fail to jump over the stick, they become the new den. If all the teams jump over the stick successfully, the den increases the height of the stick. The game continues till all the players are tired. Illustration on this page depicts children playing Bitta Kood, in which 2 children are holding a stick from each end. A girl is trying to jump over the stick, and a boy is watching this game from a distance. Note for the teacher. Purpose: nurturing accuracy, leg strength, stability, and courage to overcome obstacles. Variations: use hands to make various shapes of different heights. Circle time: discuss how you can help the players who are unable to jump the obstacle. Page number 55. OG 7. Hopscotch. This game is known by various names like Stapu, Ekhat Dukhat, Gutti, etc. in different parts of our country. The illustration on this page depicts 3 children playing hopscotch. Page number 56. How to play. Mark the ground with 8 squares as shown in the picture on the previous page. The first player stands behind the starting line and throws the marker, a small flat stone, into square 1. It must land inside the square without bouncing out or touching the lines. The player hops from square 1 to square 8 and back, skipping the square in which the marker is placed. The player hops on one foot on a single square and on both feet on double squares with one foot in each square. While hopping back, the player stops at square 2, picks up the marker, and hops over square 1 to come out. The player continues to play by throwing the marker in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th squares. If the marker doesn't land in the correct square, or if a player steps on a line or hops into the wrong square, or loses balance, then their turn ends. Next time, the player starts from the square where their turn ended. The player who completes all the squares first wins the game. Note for the teacher. Purpose: fostering leg strength, balance, stability, patience, and willpower. Variations: increase or decrease the size or the number of boxes to change the difficulty level. Circle time: discuss what each player did to maintain their balance while playing. Page number 57. OG 8. Cockfighting. This is a variation of a popular game called Langdi, one-leg skipping. How to play? Draw a circle on the ground depending on the number of players. Every player needs to be inside the circle. The purpose of the game is to push other players out of the circle or in such a way that they are forced to stand on both feet. The competitor starts the game with one leg to hop on and one hand resting on their shoulder. The game is won by the last person to remain on one leg inside the circle. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing Langdi. Note for the teacher. Purpose: developing balance, full body coordination, leg, shoulder strength, and resilience. Variations: increase or decrease the size of the circle. Circle time: discuss the ways to modify the game. Page number 58. OG 9. Kumir Denga. Kumir means crocodile and Denga means bank of the river. This is a popular game in many parts of the country and is known by various names. How to play? Use chalk powder to mark the ground in multiple land and water areas as given in the picture below. One player will become the crocodile, that is Kumir, and the rest will be the runners. The runners are safe in the land areas, but in water areas, the crocodile can attack. The runners are safe in the land areas, but in the water areas, the crocodile can attack. The runners should keep moving from one land area to the other while teasing the crocodile player. If the crocodile player catches any runner in the water areas, then the caught runner becomes the new crocodile and the game continues. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing Kumir Denga. Note for the teacher. Purpose: nurturing leg strength, alertness, quick reaction time, and dynamic and static balance. Variations: you can try different things like hopping or jumping while crossing. Circle time: discuss what you did to dodge the kumir or crocodile. Page number 59. OG 10. हम फूलों की सड़क पर चलते हैं. This game is played with different slogans in local languages. To make it meaningful, new slogans may be created for your school. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing हम फूलों की सड़क पर चलते हैं, wherein we can see on the left-hand side the children wearing blue t-shirts speaking, "We walk on the road of flowers," and the group of children on the right-hand side speaking, "We walk in the cold air," and there are two girls in the center holding each other's hands and looking up at the sky. Page number 60. How to play. Draw a straight line on the field. Form two teams that will stand on opposite sides of the line at some distance. The first team walks towards the line and says, "We walk on the road of flowers." हम फूलों की सड़क पर चलते हैं. The second team also approaches the line and replies, "We walk in the cool breeze." हम ठंडी हवा में चलते हैं. Then the first team asks, "Who do you want to take?" The second team responds by taking the name of a player from the first team. For example, Gauri. Then the first team again asks, "But with whom?" The second team then takes the name of a player from their own team. For example, with Radha. The first team accepts the challenge and responds, "Take her if you can." Now these two chosen players stand on the opposite sides of the line and try to pull each other. Whoever gets pulled becomes a member of the opposite team, and the game continues with two new players. Note for the teacher. Purpose: discovering potential and enriching overall strength of the body and team spirit. Variations: two players from each side can be engaged in the challenge. Circle time: discuss why it is important to choose players of equal strength as opposed to always choosing the weakest. Page number 61. OG 11. Dodgeball. This is a popular game played in all regions of our country. A softball may be used in the game to avoid injury. How to play? Select one player to be the den. The other players can be the dodgers. Draw a big circle on the ground. The den will stand in the center of the circle while the dodgers will stand on the boundary of the circle. The den tries to hit the dodgers using a softball. The dodger who gets hit becomes the new den and the game continues. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing dodgeball, wherein one child in the center is holding a ball trying to hit other players. Note for the teacher. Purpose: strengthening agility, concentration, accuracy, and self-defense. Variations: the game can be played with two denners. Circle time: discuss the movements which were more useful in dodging the ball. Page number 62. OG 12. Spoon race. This is a popular game played by people of all ages. It is played with a tablespoon and a lemon or a marble. How to play? Draw a start line, a finish line, and tracks for the players to run. All the players stand behind the start line with the spoon, having a lemon or a marble on it in the mouth. On the blow of the whistle, players start walking towards the finish line. The player who reaches the finish line without dropping the lemon or marble wins. Here, the illustration on the given page depicts 3 children playing spoon race. One girl is on a wheelchair, the girl in the center is in a red t-shirt, and the third child is a boy wearing a blue t-shirt. Note for the teacher. Purpose: enriching concentration, balance, determination, and neck muscle strength. Variations: play it with arms extended in front or back. Circle time: discuss how concentration played a role in the game. Discuss what happens when you play it with arms in front and back. Page number 63. OG 13. Gaddamar. This is a popular game played in all regions. A soft ball may be used in the game to avoid injury. How to play? Make a cloth ball and define the play area. To start the game, one player takes the ball in hand and asks, "Are you all ready?" The other players say, "Yes," and start running around. The player with the soft ball tries to hit the other players with it. Whoever gets the soft ball hits the nearby players. This goes on till everybody is tired. The given illustration depicts a group of children playing Gaddamar. Note for the teacher. Purpose: fostering accuracy, focus, agility, self-defense, and quick reaction time. Variations: assign points to specific areas that are hit. For example, 5 points for below the waist and 2 points for the torso. Circle time: discuss different kinds of injuries which can happen due to the game and some precautions to avoid injuries. Page number 64. OG 14. Tug of War. Tug of War is an ancient game played all over the world. In some parts of India, it is known as Rassakashi or Vadamvalli. It is a center of attraction in various local affairs. It should be played with care to avoid injuries. How to play? Draw a line in the center of the play area and make the 2 teams stand on the opposite sides of the line. Take a big rope and all the players hold it firmly as given in the picture. The game starts on the blow of the whistle. Each team pulls the rope towards their side. The winner of the game is the team that pulls the opposite team beyond the center line. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing tug of war. Note for the teacher. Purpose: nurturing overall strength, determination, strategy, and teamwork. Variations: hold the rope just behind your waist. Circle time: discuss what strategy you used to place the players. Page number 65. OG 15. Three-legged race. This is a common game played all over the country. One of its versions, with same variations, is played in Paralympics. How to play? Form teams of 2 players each. Tie the right leg of one player with the left leg of the other, using a piece of cloth to create 3 legs. Every team runs to the finish line. The team that reaches the finish line first is the winner. The illustration on the given page depicts 4 children playing this game. Note for the teacher. Purpose: enriching coordination, balance, determination, respect. Variations: one player can be blindfolded and the wrists of both the players are tied to each other. Circle time: discuss different challenges faced while running with others and how to work on coordination. Page number 66. OG 16. In and out. This game has different names in different regions like Jalthal, Talyat Malyat, Kullamkara, etc. How to play? Draw a large ring. All the players stand just outside the ring and follow the teacher's instructions. When the teacher says Kullam, which is pond, the players jump inside the ring, and when the teacher says Kara, that is bank, The players jump outside the ring. The teacher gives random instructions of Kullam and Kara. The players who make a mistake in following the instructions are declared out. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing in and out. Note for the teacher. Purpose: developing leg strength, attention, and quick reaction time. Variations: the speed of commands can be increased or decreased. Circle time: discuss how to pay keen attention to the teacher. Page number 67. OG 17. Light and shade. This game is known by various names such as Dhoop Chhau, Andhyari Anjuri, etc. Andhyari means shade and Anjuri means light. How to play? Form two teams, a light team and a shade team. The team will take position in shadows and the light team will be in light. Both teams will then try to move into the opposing team's area. If a shade team player is touched by any player of the light team in light, then that player becomes the player of the light team and vice versa. This keeps going until there are no more players in one of the groups. The illustration on the given page depicts a group of children playing light and shade. Note for the teacher. Purpose: fostering agility, quick reaction time, and teamwork. Variations: increase or decrease the light and shadow points. Circle time: discuss some ideas to increase the difficulty level of the game. Chapter 5. NCERT.
Khel Yog. You were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Physical Education and Well-being for Class 3. Narration: Vasundhara Bose. Sound recordist: Manju Kumari. Assistance in production: Chetna Sharma. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is presented to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.